Well guys, here it is, the very first of the series of game DVDs that I promised on the forum. This first one that I've put together is the shoe game. Concept simple, bride and groom sit back to back with their shoes off, handing one shoe to their partner so they have one of their own shoes, one of their partner's shoes. You run through a series of around 20 questions where the response will always be me or my love, holding up the shoe of the person who the answer responds to high enough so the whole room can see it, so that you can have a bit of a laugh seeing how well they respond to the various questions. There is a particular question used to wrap up the series of questions at all times. Props, 2 chairs, a bride, a groom, and their shoes. We've also played it with placards with a picture of a bride and a picture of a groom on them, and with toy teddies, you know, the bride teddy and the groom teddy, giving one to each person. It's simply so that the audience can easily distinguish between the bride and groom's answers when they hold their hands up. Enjoy, take notes, and as the general idea for the whole series was to gain feedback so that, one, I could share the games with you so you can adopt them if you like, but 2, so that you can provide me with feedback so I can improve the games. We're going to find out exactly how well these guys know each other. Slip your shoes off and hand one shoe to your loving partner and keep one shoe for yourself. The object of the game is I'm going to run 20 questions past these guys. The answer will either be me or my love, and they hold up the shoe that relates to the right person. Which one of you is the better driver? You do all the driving. Kim's not even answering, he's scared. You hold your own shoe up there, so we can see it down the back of the room. There we go, lovely, okay. Of the 2 of you, who is the biggest flirt? Because obviously you don't flirt now you get... Who made the first move? Both of you or none of you? Who made the first move? Alright. Who's the better cook? So far, 4 questions. The only thing they can agree on is who makes dinner. Alright, here we go. Deep breath, think back. Who was the first one to say, I love you? Romantic for the win. Alright, now let's pretend for a second they can't hear you. Who's got the weirdest family? No deal. It's pleading the 5th on the grounds of self-incrimination. Who spends the most time in front of the mirror? Okay, we have an agreement there. Who's in charge of the remote control? Who's in charge of the checkbook? Nobody knows. Who does most of the yard work? Sweet. Okay. If you haven't already, and after 5 years you probably have, who's most likely to pass gas in front of the other one first? Who's going to be the first of you to say, not tonight, dear? Think about it for a second there. Like he was planning on saying it. Who's the better kisser? They got tickets on each other. We're going to check that out though. We'll test it. We'll put it to the test. Who steals the bed covers the most? Fair enough. Who says I love you more frequently throughout the day? Who's most likely to use up all the hot water? Who's the first one to make up after you have an argument? Who says I'm sorry first? Kids not holding up any issues. Nobody says I'm sorry. We just keep fighting. Okay. Who's more than likely to have started the fight in the first place? Okay, I've only got two more. Of the two of you, who's most likely to wake up with a hangover tomorrow morning? Now, most important question of the whole lot. At this moment in time, who do you love the most?
My spring car.
Perfect answer, guys.